Okay, welcome everybody, or welcome back to Jimmy's First Gen Mini Rescue. I'm Jimmy, and I do all of the maintenance and whatever, try to keep our minis, old first generation minis, on the road, safe, legal, all that good stuff. I also do all the maintenance on our van and our Subaru. Today's quick video is on the Subaru, or maybe quick. But let me read today's fortune. I'm going to tell you what I got going on, and then also update you on the minis. So today's fortune is, even as the cell is the unit of the organic body, so the family is the unit of society. Yeah, that's a deep one. That's deep. So I was in a fortune cookie. Okay. Anyway, so we'll throw that in here, and we'll discuss what's going on. As you can probably see, I just finished an oil change. I didn't video that. You've seen hundreds of thousands of oil changes. And if you need a specific on the 14 Subaru, there's a few of them out there. This is a 2014 Subaru Forester. And wait, let me check the mileage. And it has 262,070 miles on it. The oil change was almost due. I changed the oil between 4,000 and 5,000 miles. So if I'm close to 4,000, or I'm at 4,000, and I know we're going to be driving the next few days, or I'm not going to have access to this vehicle because Sharon's got to take it somewhere, I'll change the oil. I keep one oil change kit in the storeroom, but I also keep an extra oil filter and an extra quart of oil in the back of the car where the spare tire is. Because these things, some of them, they'll burn a quart of oil between, or a half a quart between oil changes. So I never want to be caught without having at least 1 quart of oil. So, not sponsored, this is just what I use. And it's Valvoline, high mileage, and for Subaru 0W20. Anyway, so I did the oil change. I'm also getting ready to remove the throttle body and clean it. I've never done it on this car. I'm not sure if the dealer did it once. However, if not, it's never been done. The car does, sometimes at idle, it'll fluctuate a little bit. I've already changed the PCV valve in here. It's got a new hose, new valve. I've done that. So I'm just gonna take the air breather off, and somebody has been in the air breather though, because there's usually a push pin here and it's not there. So somebody's been in there, wasn't me. Anyway. So I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see it, and it's just taking this air box off, and then I'll get to the back end and see how to get this throttle body off. Okay, on this air box, I see 2 hose clamps, so I'm going to get them first. Loosen that up. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to, but that's fine. I can put it back. And this, I can just lean it over to the side. No need to dismantle that. Okay, what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 millimeters, 1 clip. So we'll unplug, plug here, stick that out of the way. Let's get some 10 millimeter. You're gonna see this as soon as I see it, and I just see it just now. But before that, let me get these hose clamps. Okay, this is nasty. That's carbon buildup in there. But look at the other side, not so bad, but I can see it's not closing all the way when you look inside. Too much carbon buildup. So I'm gonna take this and clean this up. Now, I went to Walmart yesterday and I bought a 4-pack of toothbrushes. Just because I knew I was going to be doing this job. And yeah, I just thought it'd be better to have a soft bristle toothbrush to scrub around in there. I'm going to use this my oil catch can thing to spray. I bought this from, I don't know, O'Reilly's or somewhere. None of this is sponsored, remember that. However, I'm going to use this stuff, this Pro Series. Clean her throttle body. Now, some of you might notice I don't like wearing gloves doing mechanical work. I wear them when I'm messing with the bees. However, I just noticed something. Anyway, when I'm working bees, I wear gloves most of the time, just because I don't like my hands all sticky with the honey and propolis that they make. Anyway. But for this job, I'm gonna wear the gloves, just to keep them clean. So. Now remember, I said this was 262,000 miles and change. You remember the mileage from when I first started. So I doubt if this has ever been done. So I'm going to give this a good cleaning. Oops. I gotta move. I shouldn't do this here. Hold on. Okay, I had to move to get away from her car. I was spraying the spray and it was accidentally hitting her car. It's not good. I took the hose and some dishwashing liquid, mixed with some car wash, and I'll wash the side, clean it. But I'm getting there. It's getting there. We'll see. Let's continue on. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. This side I really didn't touch yet. It was cleaner, but everything moves, so I'll clean this whole thing. This should have been done at least twice, 2 or 3 times already. Maybe every 50, 60,000 miles. Maybe I'll do that. And also, maybe I'll get a spare. Like buy a used spare from a wrecked car or something. And then have it cleaned, put it in a Ziploc bag, and keep it on the shelf in the storeroom. So every 60,000 miles, there's an airplane going by. I just change it out. I'll check the feasibility of that. And that way I can have one on hot standby. Okay, let me show you this. It's about as clean as I'm gonna get it. That was the dirtiest side. And then this was the kind of clean side anyway. This is the intake and this is the out. So, but there's a little bit of carbon there. But I can't get that. I don't want to scratch it up with a screwdriver or anything. But that's clean enough. That's 100% better than it was. So, I am going to, excuse me, not fall, first of all. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it back on the car. Okay, this time I got you guys kind of like on the side of the car. So I'm standing in the front of the car. The throttle body goes on. The electronic component was here on this side. And I'm going to do like I did before, put the hoses on first. So put it back on in reverse order. So here was one hose that goes in the bottom. And we will get my hose clamp pliers. Okay, that's one. Hose clamp pliers, they make a world of difference. I mean, they're when you get them and they work right. So we get the second hose on. Oh, I can move my other pliers out of the way. That was not good. I'll get it. Let's see, hose clamp pliers again for the win. This will help if I take them the right way around. Alrighty then. And then that was clipped into this clip. There we go. Now it's just a matter of putting the 4 bolts. This was a top bolt. Now, oh, there is a rubber gasket here. It's proud. It looked good when I looked at it. I'm not going to change it. However, the next time I will change it. The bottom two I'm just doing by feel. Make sure I can have access to the wiring harness here. Oh, it goes this way. Like that. There we go. Clip the wiring harness back on, and my 4th bolt. And all 4 are started, so I'm gonna go ahead and run them all the way in. Okay, that stays. Okay, wait, I see something. I had this clamp upside down. Okay. Now let's try it again. There we go, that's on. And this one, there we go, that's on. Them up. All right. All the way on. Okay, and basically that's it. Clean up. Gotta get my oil cap that I dropped. Let's see, where did it go? See something else that's down here. Where did that come from? What is this? I know what that is, and I don't know why. But that is part of on the coolant, but could have been from them doing work, not me. Okay. This is one thing I do with all my rags. When I get them, put them all in one hand, and then I pull my glove when I'm wearing one into a neat envelope, and that can get tossed. Get my sweat. I need to clean this engine. I've got some stuff that I wanted to try, but that'll be another time. Dipstick is in, the oil is in. Let's check the dipstick level. It's gonna be a little bit low, but it's okay. Not low on the dipstick because the car is only on one ramp on the passenger side, so all the oil is slid to that side. However, I'll start it, back it off the ramp, and let it sit running for a few minutes to look at the, check out the oil level and everything else. Let's move this out the way. Well, basically, let's see if it starts. Connected, connected, connected. Okay, started up just fine. Let it sit for a minute and check the oil on the dipstick. I know most people they check for leaks, but I know me. If I walked up here and I looked right here, I don't see any leaks where I put the new filter. I use Wicks. Not sponsored, but that's what I use. It started right away. I'm not worried. There's no engine light on, knock on wood, for the, since I disconnected the throttle body. So we'll just see how. Check the oil. I'm gonna monitor the throttle response, like how does it feel? Does it feel like it's shaking or anything that it was doing in the past? Either way, this is almost a no-cost fix or a no-cost maintenance item. If you already got a parts cleaner and an old toothbrush, or you go to Harbor Freight, you get those. They got like a brass, a steel, and like a nylon bristle pack for wire brushes. But most people if you're gonna do this, you pretty much got everything you need. So it's a no-cost item. I shouldn't have done it, 2-3 times ago, but I'll put it on my list of maintenance items. And because I'm recording, it takes a little bit longer. However, if I was just doing this, I'm gonna pull this off, clean it up a little bit, and put it right back on, half an hour. So you can do it at the same time as performing an oil change. You pull your car up on your ramps, if that's what you do. You open up your drain, you let it drain. While it's draining, you can take that off, clean it, put it back, and then finish up your oil change. And you're none the wiser, 1 hour's worth of work. So I'll add that on I'll change it and clean it every, I don't know, maybe every 3 or 4 oil changes. 5, 10, 50, 20, maybe every 20,000 miles. Maybe I'll put it I'll start at every 25,000 miles. I'll take it off and clean it. So every 5 oil changes, I'll clean that. And I write everything in my notes on my phone. So I will do the math from what's on the odometer. And when I say perform this oil change, clean throttle body. And so it's simple. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I'm going to close this one out. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope this helps somebody. It's easy, cheap or free. Maintenance that can be done. I'll update like to tell you how it feels when I drive it. Again, Sharon drives this 90% of the time. So she's gonna have to see if she feels any difference as well. But hopefully it'll run smoother, idle smoother. I may get 1/8 of a mile more per gallon. Hey, I'll take it, it's free. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna look into ordering finding a, we got a breaker, not a breaker, what do you call that? You pick 'em parts place. And not you, yeah, well, you pick them, but also you can just ask for the part and they go get it and they'll have it sitting at the counter ready for you when you get there. So what I'll do is I'll find out how much they are. And if it's a $50 part, you know, I'll check out the price of a new one, but I'm sure that'll be expensive. But if I can get a used one for $50 and they'll tell you how many miles was on that engine. And if the car was hitting the front, hitting the back while it was driving, obviously it was good, it was driving. So more than likely, it's a good unit. So yeah, anyway, that's my ramble. Thank you all for watching. I hope this helps somebody. Do this, or if your car's running rough, one of the things you can look at. You saw when I first pulled it off, that thing was jet black, carboned up. I mean, completely. Couldn't have been good for the car. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Thank you all for watching, as I said before, and come back for the next one. I'm still working on the clutch. Oh, by the way, let me update that part. I got all of the parts inside the clutch, inside the transmission done. So as far as the upper, lower bushing, the new fork, and what was the other part? Oh, the tube, guide tube. They're all in the transmission, and I'm putting the Vallejo clutch flywheel on. I haven't done it yet. I got 2 bolts holding it in place, but I wanted to re-angle and try to re-angle the camera so that you can see on the on the Mini in general. The clutch flywheel, or some people call it flywheel. Some people call it a flex plate. I use them interchangeable, so but more than likely I'm going to say flywheel. But the flywheel on the Mini, when it's on the engine, there's 8 bolts. They're not drilled symmetrically, so you can put 1 bolt in and six of the other bolt holes don't line up. You turn it 1 notch, you might have 1 bolt in and 2 of the other ones don't line up. There's only one way it works. So you just keep going around until you find the right pattern where all 8 are lined up, and then that's how you put it on. I don't know why they did it that way. That's the way they did it. So it may look like you bought the wrong part or you got the wrong flywheel, but try all 8. And if you need to take a paint pen and mark the first one and then go around and to make sure you got all 8 and it still doesn't line up, then you may have the wrong one, however. But anyway, I'm going to show that better. So that's going to be there. Also with the radiators on these things, it's electric fan. There's only one fan and there's a low speed and a high speed. I knew the high speed was working on there. I don't know if the low speed was working. There's a resistor built on the radiator. I'll probably change that today and I might show that. I don't know if the low is working or not. There is a way to test it, and I might test it just to show you. However, when I went to get the AC service on the blue convertible, let me point you over there. Right up there. When I had the AC service done, oh, you guys are crooked. Straighten you up. Might get you guys off. You might be off balance. There you go. Anyway, when I went to the dealership and had the AC service done on the blue convertible and on this one, they told me both of these cars, the low speed fan was not working. They replaced the whole fan shroud that comes with the fan for $440 some odd dollars or $500, whatever. However, you can buy a part on Amazon. It's a resistor, $15. You cut 2 wires, splice them together, use some heat shrink, Bob's your uncle, and you have a low speed fan that works again. There is a way to test it. I'm going to test that one. However, I bought 4 on Amazon. They're $15 a piece. And I'm just going to change all 4 on the car because these are the same age, all of them. Well, the blue is obviously older. You got, 03, 2003, 2004 that I'm leaning on, and both convertibles are 2005s. So that one's not working. This one's not working. What are the odds? Why not just change them? So that's what I'm going to do, change them. So I'll show you how to do that. That'll be coming up as well. All right, so that's it for my ramble. I'm going to start this car, let this Subaru run a little bit, check for leaks, and I might take it around the block or take it on the highway, see if I feel anything. Anyway, y'all have a good one. The music's playing me out. I'll catch y'all on the next video, whichever it may be. Hopefully it's mini, but like I said, I do service on this, the van, the boat, the lawnmowers, which we're gonna talk about that later. But I got an odd size spark plug that's huge. I don't even have a socket that fits it, and I even have a 3-piece spark plug socket set. So I'm gonna ask my neighbor next door, well, both ways, see if they have a socket that'll fit. Makes no sense. Anyway, the new spark plug fits one of my sockets. The old one, I don't know what they did. Anyway, it's original, so I'll fix it. All right, that's it. That's Ramble. You got everything you need. Thank everybody for watching. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh. I know, I'm rambling. Have fun with your Subarus and Minis.